Okay, we will start from the beginning when the ONU started. So first of all, you have to connect your ONU with the OLT, and after the connection, what you will do that you will power on the ONU. Whenever you will do power on, then ONU wait for the physical link establishment. Once the physical link establishment is done, then Ploam messages are being transferred for the registration of the ONU. Once the ONU is registered, then OMCI messages are started to communicate with the ONU or managing the ONU or getting the data from the ONU and all the things. So let us start. After the connecting the fiber, when you will do power on the ONU will wait for the message. What message? Like the Gpon frames, Gpon downstream frames. So OLT will send these frames to the ONU very periodically, approximately 125 microseconds. So this Gpon downstream frame contains the following. First of all, piecing. This will contain the information for the physical synchronization of the ONU. Second one is the identifiers, which will identify the frame type and the Ploam message indicators type. And third one is very important, that is the BW map, that means bandwidth mapping. So in this case, OLT tells the ONU the time stamp and when ONU has to send the data towards the OLT. And fourth one is the Ploam messages. So in this case, all the Ploam attributes will be sent, like we will read further. So next step, after these things, ONU actively listens all these messages from the ONU and gets synchronized with the OLT. Once the physical synchronization or physical link establishment is completed, then Ploam message start. In this Ploam message, OLT will request to the ONU to send the serial number of the ONU. That is called Ploam serial number request. Okay, this is the first request coming from the OLT to the ONU. Then in the response, ONU will send the serial number to the OLT. That is called Ploam serial number response. Once the OLT will receive this serial number from the ONU, will check in the table, that is whether this serial number exists or not. If exists, then same serial ONU ID will be allocated and informed to the ONU. If not, it will allocate a ONU ID and inform the ONU. That is called allocate ONU ID. So in this case, OLT will send the message to the ONU, which name is allocate ONU ID. In the response of this message, ONU reply to the OLT, that is allocation acknowledged. So once the allocation is acknowledged, then the key distributor comes in the picture, like the password. Once the ONU is getting the allocation ID, OLT request for the key, then ONU responds the key. Once the key is matched with the OLT then ONU, then it's successfully registered in the OLT. Now ONU will show registered in the OLT. It doesn't mean the services are started. It is just ONU is registered in the OLT. Next, for the data services, just you need to see this video further. So once the ONT is authenticated and registered in the OLT, then OMCI started here. So what will happen? First of all, OLT will request the ONU to upload their MIB, the management interface base, to know the current configuration of the ONU. So OLT sent to the ONU the request OMCI MIB upload request. In this response, ONU reply to the OLT the MIB upload response, which contains the current configuration of the ONU and the attributes and the other details. So there may be lots of data in the ONU, like 40-45 data should be maybe there in the MIBs. So all MIB will be requested by the OLT one by one, and ONU will reply that MIB one by one. So this all transaction happens within a few millisecond, microsecond, then it is very fast. It's completed very fastly. So once the MIB upload request completed, in the sense when you send the MIB upload response, then OLT send the create commands. Like the message type is create. In this creation, OLT will like send the packet for the gem port creation and the VLAN tagging and all the things. Once this is completed, then T count will be assigned in the next command. Once the create command is success, the ONU reply to the OLT that is success or fail if it is fail. Next, OLT send ONU for the set command to set the all attributes like the T counts and the QS and other things. Once the ONU create this thing, ONU reply the success or failure according to that set response. Now next OLT send the get command to get the ONU configuration like alarms and the other things for the monitoring purpose. So this happens continuously entire the life. Like Ploam messages continuously being sent by the OLT to the ONU. If any pawn loss is happening, then Ploam message will be sent by the ONU to the OLT to inform the OLT that there is a pawn loss alarm. So according to that, OLT will generate an alarm. So here it is. So after the completing this process, a service is started and the internet services are working fine in the ONU. So if ONU is still facing some issue, then you can take a Wireshark capture and analyze further.